In this video, we got a Mustang driver who got into a chase after disrespecting the cops, a young street racer who evaded capture by doing some crazy maneuvers in rush hour traffic, and a swimmer who led police on an intense chase through the entire city. But before we start off with the first chase, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more videos like this. This guy is cruising down the highway when he spots an accident scene that is surrounded by cops. And given the fact that he's got a 360 cam mounted on his roof, you already know what's about to happen. As he rolls up on the officers, he decides to give them a little preview by doing a quick poll right next to them. And then he sends it. Knowing that the officers will follow him, he starts to slow down after he got to the main road. And he was right, because just a few seconds later, the cop car pulls up and stops right behind him. But what the officers don't know is that the guy wanted them to catch up. He wanted them to get closer because he's ready for a chase. So, let's see if the officers manage to catch him. After following the guy for quite some time, it should be clear for the officers that he just wants to play with them. But they're still going for him anyways, which means that they probably have no clue that the driver is just barely touching the throttle. At this point, I have to give credit to the officer behind the wheel of the police cruiser. He's actually a really good driver. He somehow manages to keep up with the Mustang very well, demonstrating real skill in pursuit driving. However, fortune seems to favor the driver of the Mustang this time, because the streets offer plenty of opportunities to shake off the pursuing officer. And the driver knows exactly how to exploit them. And the moment they hit the highway, the Mustang completely smokes the cop. Moving on to the next pursuit, and this time, the suspect wasn't nearly as lucky as the last one, because this guy found himself caught in a police chase through dense highway traffic. It started off pretty innocently, just him and his friends, weaving through lanes and cutting through traffic. Nothing too reckless. But suddenly, a cop appeared out of nowhere and locked onto the cam driver. What happens next is funny to watch, but it still makes me incredibly nervous. Although the fleeing driver uses all his skills to swerve between the cars, it's just way too much traffic. It's very easy for the pursuing officer to catch up again, and when they get to a point where traffic is moving slowly, the driver desperately flashes his lights, hoping other drivers will make space for him. That's when he realized that driving like this won't work out. He has to go even more reckless in order to actually loose the cop, which is exactly what he did in that situation. In the end, his skills saved him from being arrested. But sometimes, skill alone isn't enough. Sometimes you just gotta pray and hope you manage to flee, or even to make it out alive. Just like this guy here, he's like a flashing beacon to the cops, since he's driving without a license plate. And to make things even worse, he's in the middle of the city with dense traffic everywhere. But now, let's see if he managed to get out of that situation. So far, the cop did a good job following him. The guy simply didn't have enough time to properly accelerate and leave the patrol car behind. But the tables turned quickly once he got out of the residential areas and moved to more open streets with bigger lanes. That's when he could finally hit the gas and unleash his car's full potential. A few moments later, he finally hits the highway. And just like in the first chase, that was exactly what he needed to get away.